but you didn't. You did not go live. All right. We are back with you for our activated morning session. In studio, you have Dr. Gerald Thompson, Dianna Cain, and myself, Roleza Samuel. All right. So we did have a very interesting series of conversations earlier. So we are in our Talk to Us segment. I noticed that some persons were trying to come in before, so you can feel free to call us at this time. All right. Yes, to engage in the little conversation that we've been having. All right. So you can call us. The number to call is 457-9997 if you wish to lend your views or your opinions to this morning's topics that we've had with Doc in particular, or if there's anything else that you wish to raise with us at this time. All right. We already have a call. Hi, caller. Good morning.
Good morning to you, Lisa.
Morning.
Your co-pilot or your partner there, Dianna.
Good morning.
And whoever there. Well, I know you had Dr. Thompson as usual. But let me say up front, I was very disappointed in you, Roleza, for the simple reason you're asking Dr. Thompson some pertinent questions. And if you realize, and you should know, that he wasn't answering your questions, terminate. That's what I would say. Terminate.
No, I don't give up that easily, Dave.
I
don't give up that easily.
Questions, and he keep repeating over and over again, making you look like a real whatever. You know, but this is the problem I have with these people. Because he's going to get away with that from me.
Well, put your question to him. He's still right here. Put your question to him.
No, I ain't got no question for him because I'm vexed. I don't like this kind of thing where these people, yes, he's a doctor. You can't take that away from him. But don't believe because he's a doctor, he could tell you anything. And that's how these guys get away with murder. I'm just expressing my feeling there. I know people won't like to hear me talk like that. But come on. You have a job to do. Once you're performing your duty in the right way, I see nothing wrong with you asking him. But don't carry around from Sandy because you're out singing all over the place. No, so I had to tell you that. Anyhow, look at how ganja become a big thing. Who it become a big thing for? It's among the high-ups them. I would like to get a list. I would like Dr. Thompson to call out all the foreign people who come here and are making, just creaming off. And where there's dishonesty or where there's advantage taken of our people, we cannot prosper. We just cannot prosper. So, anyhow, thank God I don't like smoke. I hate smoke around me. So, marijuana is something that never was attractive to me, and that will never catch me.
Well, remember, it's more than just the smoking, the recreational part. I wasn't even focusing so much on recreation. I was talking about the development of the medicinal aspects for us here in the Caribbean. Not just Vinci, but in the Caribbean.
Yeah, but we need to know these things. But you see, these guys come from a special school, eh? They come from a special school. You won't understand their school unless you go to the same school and you behave like them. That's how I put it, right?
Is the way in which you talking in abstract like that can sit down right here in front of us. All right, Tom, Dave.
Yeah, well, I am glad he's there. I'm glad he's there. Yes. Because they get away with too much nonsense, feeding the people what they want to feed them with, and people are intimidated by them. That's all I'm saying. Goodbye. Have a good day.
Yeah.
Well, once again, Dianne and Roleza, and I've always said it's a good idea if you were to come on a tour to really find out a lot more information. And that I have spoken about medicinal cannabis literally hundreds of times on radio, on this station, another station. I have my Wednesday night program. I've done it. When I speak about it, Dave has criticized me. He ain't want to hear about it at all. You understand? And say, you keep coming up with this. And when I've gone on NBC radio, he's called in and criticized. He doesn't want to hear about that. Talk about something else. Talk about Ralph or something. So, but the point about it is that as a medical doctor and as the CEO of the MCA, I talk about these things, but I've learned a lot more about how to put this stuff over. And I'm encouraging persons to find out a little bit of information before we engage so that the discussion can run smooth or we'll be stuck on one little point, and that's the point I'm making. And I understand people's perspective. I've gone through, as I say, hundreds of interviews. This is not the first time I'm talking about cannabis. It's not the first time. It's not my first rodeo. And I'm only making the point that from the experience I've gained, it's good if Dave could do a bit more reading on the subject. It's great if other people could dig a little more deeper, sometimes even Google it and so forth. And what that will do, it will get them away from just a single point of who's benefiting, who's not, because that's an important question, but that isn't the only question. It shouldn't end there, that because you feel who isn't benefiting enough, dismiss it, close it down, or wrap it up. Because processes are very much in place. And as the industry develops, you hope that things will eventually change in a very, very positive way. That's all I've got to say really on that subject.
All right. We just have time for one call. All right, Kojo, I know that you're trying to call whole morning, but you have like a minute to 2 minutes at the max. Please. Okay. Go ahead, quickly. Oh, you on? Oh.
You said it won't be enough.
Yeah, he said it won't be enough. No, I was going to allow him. All right. So, yes, it has been an interesting morning with this discussion. Guess we may have to take it up at another time. Well, I guess after the tour.
Yes.
After the tour and after I get certain documents that I can peruse myself, so I could.
Why not?
Yeah, I like to be fully informed.
Why not? You see, you ask somebody a question and you're skeptical of what the person may say. You go to a doctor and you have read something before, what the doctor says to you. You're able to incorporate that into your decision making, whether you're going to continue with a particular treatment or so. I think I'm just putting it in a simple format. And so I want to just encourage people to do that. So if that offer is taken up, we will always be able to come back at some point in time and have a continued discussion on the subject. I don't know if that's reasonable, or whether I should have been rattling off a whole set of prescriptive stuff and so forth.
It's reasonable, but I still think that the questions currently stand, right?
No,
but if you want for it to take that one step before the other, then fine.
Roleza, that question has been asked of me hundreds of times. Every time I think your predecessors, when Crystal and Harry, they asked those same questions too. Previous that, other people asked. Kingsley has asked me that question many times. Dave has put that to me many times.
But have persons gotten sufficient answers so that the question won't keep coming up then?
No, because when you think about it, in life, the homeless, there are people who live in poverty. Why are people living in poverty? That shouldn't be. Why are people still failing the education system? That shouldn't be. Why are people losing their health from diabetes and so forth? That shouldn't be. We can correct many, many things. There may be answers that are there. Some answers we don't have yet. You know what I mean? So in terms of answering questions and so forth as regards traditional cultivation, the country has not reached a stage that we are saying St. Vincent's only for St. Vincentians, or Trump is saying America's only for Americans, all the Haitians must go, Puerto Rico is a whole garbage, and I think that people must go back home, Caribbean people Jamaicans must go back home, all that kind of stuff. If the world continues like that, it'll be a sad, sad, sad place. So we are not like that. We do trade and we do allow other people to come here and invest and so forth. If not, then I pray that there'll be sufficient Vincentians to do all the investment we need.
All right, folks. So we're giving Doc the last say on that particular topic for today. All right. As this time we have to jump out and go into our community dateline.
Nothing else sounds as